Hello and welcome to the first ever show of My Wrestling Viz. I'm Lewis, I live in Sydney, Australia, and this is my bedroom that I'll be filming in for a long time, My Wrestling Viz. First ever show, don't really have much material. What I'll be going off is off what some of the stuff Jeff has said from NoDQ.com who does talk wrestling, and I'm pretty much going to have replies regarding his stuff, etc. Alright, first of all, let's get started. In Talk Wrestling number 1, he got a message in on his Yahoo page from Rated R asking about John Cena. He asked, when do you think WWE will start pushing John Cena down? And Jeff's reply was, why would they push down their biggest star as long as he's selling merchandise, representing the company, cut good promos, has a look for a wrestler, etc. Really, Jeff, I respect you and all, no offense in this stuff. There's no competition going on between us who has a better wrestling talk show and stuff. Honestly, I think, dude, Rated R, I think the only time when you're ever going to see John Cena go down is when he's in the middle of making a movie. Or something, because when The Marine was in the middle of being made, that's when Edge pretty much had his run. So that's my answer to the John Cena thing. Secondly of all, Jeff got a question in, I'm not sure it was 1 or 2, I think it was 2, asking who do you think the best rising star is in WWE today? Jeff's reply was, Mr. Kennedy. Yes, Mr. Kennedy is great and all. Yeah, he's awesome, but I honestly reckon MVP is better than Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy just doesn't do it for me. If he was to be able to get his mic skills up, talking like Chris Jericho was back in the day, yeah, awesome, I'd love him, but he's not really that great as of yet. MVP, he's already proven himself to me. He's already been in the Inferno match, he's already had a United States title. Kennedy's had a United States title, but he hasn't really been in many specialty matches. Nothing that special, really. The only thing that probably his biggest win was at WrestleMania 23 when he won the Money in the Bank, but that only lasted a night. Next night, Edge just comes along, spear all over. That's his dreams down the drain, and that's fucked him up for a while. That's my opinion on Mr. Kennedy. Just still trying to think of stuff that I've heard on Jeff's show. It's all escaping me at the moment. That's it. There was something, I think it was in Talk Wrestling 1, there was something with the Benoit issue, the steroids issue. The Benoit steroids issue is with Mr. McMahon and Vince McMahon. Well, I don't think all the blame should be solemnly put on Mr. McMahon or Vince McMahon myself. He probably knows nothing about the medical stuff and shouldn't be pinned down for it because he hardly knows nothing about it. I'm sure he knows absolutely nothing, so I have no idea why he's getting most of the blame. In the 80s, we tried to pin him down for it. He got away with it because he was innocent. The ones that should be really getting in trouble are the doctors. Dr. Austin, another doctor that's really escaping my name, and another one that's really escaping me at the moment. They're the ones that should be in trouble, not McMahon. McMahon is just the person who thinks that they're good. I'll pick them to be my doctor. That's that superstar's doctor. Them superstars go to that doctor. That's all he does. He does not know nothing about medical stuff. He just knows, good doctor, come here. Here's your money, look after these superstars. That's it. That's all he should do, and that's all he needs to do. As a reply to someone that said something about Nancy Benoit, 14 hours before the bodies were discovered, there was already something on Wikipedia. That link came from Sydney, Australia, but I didn't do it. The person actually wrote an apology letter which you can find on no DQ at the moment, saying it was just a bad tiling mistake. But I honestly think it should be dismissed because I don't see how somebody from Australia could have found out what was happening in America. Because when I found out, it was Tuesday morning at about 11 AM, Sydney Australian Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, which was probably about a day after it happened. Yeah, I just honestly think it's a timely mistake and he should be forgiven because he's admitted it was a joke, it was a prank, yeah, but it was that bad timing. I honestly think it should be dismissed. It was a big mistake on his part, and apologies forgiven, over with that. Very boring first show, isn't it? Sorry, I swear to God, by next week there will be some awesome material if people send in. My opinions on SummerSlam. I mean, not SummerSlam, the Great American Bash. The Great American Bash, I didn't order it on pay-per-view, but I saw the results. It was just really pointless pay-per-view. No titles really changed hands. Nothing happened. I think that's the only Bobby Lashley versus Cena match you're ever going to see for a title. I honestly think the Great American Bash is a pointless pay-per-view. It's just like something in between SummerSlam and it was just something. They just had to throw something in between to kind of put a bit of spice in it. Another thing I wanted to discuss was Jackass coming at SummerSlam. I know, I've watched Jackass, I love it, but I've got to admit they're just stupid. I just love watching them get hurt. And I hope they're versing Umaga, and I hope they get their fucking ass whooped. I like them all, but I just want to see them get whooped. Seriously, I do. Yeah, it should be great to watch them get bashed. But yeah, honestly, really do want to see them get bashed. Well, that's all for my wrestling views here today. Sorry for a really crappy first show. I beg you to watch the second one when I make it in a week. Please, I really want you to watch it. And my final comments are to Jeff Mexham. I can't really say his name properly. From Talk Wrestling. Dude, your show is the fucking best. Keep it up. You should be doing some journalist work for some people, for some news company or something. You just rock, alright? You're the one that inspired me to start this, and just so we can get this right. There's no competition. I'm not trying to get better than you at anything or nothing like that. Alright, Jeff, you're awesome. Keep it up. I'd like to get in contact with you sometime via Skype, MSN, etc. Talk Wrestling. Thanks for watching.